All right, well, as the disembodied voice just said, I'm Charles Cooke. I'm a senior writer at National Review, and I'm going to be your MC tonight. So thank you to everyone for joining us in really what is one of the most beautiful venues in all of Washington, D.C. I've been told that the sign of a good painting is that the eyes follow you around the room. And when I walked in here and took a tour, I could swear that some of the former politicians who are memorialized here started staring at my wallet. But it's nice to be here. I'm an immigrant, as many of you will know, who lives in Florida. So I actually didn't expect to be here tonight, but Governor DeSantis put me on a plane and sent me to a DC cocktail party, and here I am. I've been wondering for a while why CEI asked me to do this. Of all of the people they could have asked, and I realize now, courtesy of the introduction music, that it's because I am the person who most closely resembles one of the Bee Gees. And I even have the accent, so I guess they could have chosen Barry Gibb, but I hear he's more of an AEI guy, so there was some weirdness. But tonight's theme, I think, is apposite. I'm a big classic rock guy, and I can remember talking to my dad a few years ago and saying that I'd love to see a resurgence in the sort of musical and movie making and artistic flourishing that we saw in the 1970s, and then saying, but of course I don't want, along with that, the inflation and stagnation and high interest rates and politics and economics that we got. And of course what we got was the inflation and the interest rates and the politics and the economics and not the rest of it. So, I wanted Led Zeppelin, I got $8 milk. It's just my luck. But yeah, that period in history should teach us something, and it should above all teach us that we always have to remember and relearn the lessons of history. We make the same mistakes over and over again, and we have to fix them over and over again, and that's where CEI comes in. So I'm a great fan of CEI. I'm a great fan of the work that it does, and in fact it was here that I got my start in American politics. I mean, here at CEI, not at the National Portrait Gallery. They wouldn't touch me with a stick, but when I was a student back in 2005, I met Ian Murray and Myron Ebel at a debate at the Oxford Union. And after a couple of drinks at the bar there, I convinced them to let me be an intern for the summer. I don't know whether I was convincing or whether the alcohol was convincing, but either way, I'm immensely grateful to them for having given me the chance. And I'm grateful for CEI's ongoing efforts in fighting the regulatory state, in arguing for free markets, laying the groundwork for the sort of policies that we're going to need if we're going to get out of this mess. One of the great things about America is the breadth of the ideas that are on display. Americans are great dissenters, they're great arguers, they're great insisters that things can be better. And it's one of the great flaws in human beings that we don't really turn our attentions to that until things go wrong. And of course, things have gone wrong, and we need people who are saying, have you thought about doing it like this? And that's what CEI does. So I'm proud to be here. Now, before we get going this evening, I have a few